On February 14, 1929, the streets of Chicago ran red with blood. It was Valentine's Day, but love was far from the minds of those involved in a brutal massacre. The site of the carnage was a garage at 2122 North Clark Street, a seemingly ordinary building in the city's Lincoln Park neighborhood. 7 men, all connected to the city's notorious North Side Gang, were systematically gunned down in a hail of bullets. The event, forever known as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, shocked the nation and became a chilling symbol of the violent underworld that thrived during the Prohibition era. The victims were members of George Bugs Moran's gang. Moran and his men controlled a significant portion of Chicago's illegal alcohol trade. This put them in direct competition with their rivals, the Chicago outfit, led by the infamous Al Capone. The massacre was a calculated act of violence, planned and executed with chilling precision. It would forever alter the landscape of organized crime in America. The events of that fateful Valentine's Day unfolded with ruthless efficiency. Around 10:30 in the morning, 4 men arrived at the garage in 2 separate vehicles. 2 of the men were dressed in police uniforms, adding an air of authority to their approach. The unsuspecting victims, believing it was a routine police raid, lined up against the wall. Without warning, the disguised assassins drew their weapons and unleashed a torrent of bullets. The garage echoed with the deafening roar of gunfire. Thompson's submachine guns, notorious for their rapid fire, were used in the attack, leaving no chance for the victims to escape. The massacre was swift and brutal. The 7 men, caught completely off guard, were instantly killed. While no one was ever convicted of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, the finger of blame was pointed squarely at Al Capone and his Chicago outfit. Capone and Moran were locked in a fierce battle for control of Chicago's lucrative bootlegging operations. Prohibition, the nationwide ban on alcohol, had created a black market for liquor. Capone, a ruthless and ambitious gangster, had risen to prominence during this era, amassing wealth and power through his network of illegal breweries and speakeasies. Moran, equally ambitious and violent, was a constant thorn in Capone's side. Their rivalry had escalated over the years, with both gangs engaging in shootings, bombings, and assassinations. Section 4. The Battle for Bootlegging Supremacy. The battle between Capone and Moran was fueled by greed and ambition. Control of Chicago's bootlegging operations meant control of vast sums of money. The city, with its central location and network of railroads, was a major hub for the illegal liquor trade. Capone and Moran sought to expand their territories and eliminate any competition. Their rivalry had turned Chicago's streets into a war zone. Innocent bystanders were often caught in the crossfire, and the city lived in fear of the next outbreak of gang violence. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre was the culmination of this bloody feud. Section 5. A defining moment in gangland history. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre sent shockwaves throughout the nation. The sheer brutality of the act, committed in broad daylight with such brazen disregard for the law, exposed the dark underbelly of American society. The massacre became a symbol of the lawlessness and violence that gripped the country during the Prohibition era. It also marked a turning point in the public's perception of organized crime and put pressure on law enforcement to crack down on gang activity. The massacre remains one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in American history. It continues to fascinate and horrify, serving as a stark reminder of the violence and corruption that can flourish when greed and ambition go unchecked.